Chosen one, this is not just another message. This is your final divine test. You've been feeling the pressure, the silence, the delays, and you've been asking, God, why me? But what if I told you, this storm wasn't meant to punish you. It was meant to position you. Every closed door, every betrayal, every sleepless night was heaven preparing you for your final reward. Because right now, you're standing at the edge of destiny, and the next step you take will determine everything. So listen carefully, because this is the moment where your faith will be tested, your purpose will be revealed, and your reward will be released. Stay until the end of this message, because if you're truly one of the chosen ones, what you're about to hear will change your life forever. Don't scroll, don't skip. God brought you here for a reason, and your breakthrough begins right now. Chosen one, you can feel it, can't you? The shift in the air, the pressure building around you. It's not your imagination, it's your final test. Right now, you're standing on sacred ground, the edge of your greatest breakthrough. But before every divine elevation comes a divine examination. And that's why life suddenly feels like it's falling apart. People you trusted are walking away. Doors you thought would open are slamming shut. Even your own strength feels like it's fading by the minute. But listen carefully. The storm isn't here to destroy you. It's here to reveal you. Because this is where the divine separates the ordinary from the chosen. When God gives you a purpose, He also gives you pressure, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Pressure purifies. Fire forges diamonds. And this fire you're walking through right now is shaping you into something unstoppable. Every trial you face is asking one question. Will you still believe when nothing makes sense? Will you still trust when every voice tells you to quit? Will you keep walking when your heart feels heavy and your spirit feels tired? Because that's the difference between the called and the chosen. Anyone can thank God when life is easy, but only the chosen can praise Him in the middle of chaos, when the storm howls and the night feels endless. This test isn't about comfort, it's about character. It's about surrendering your plans to divine timing, about trusting that what feels like a loss is actually a divine setup. So don't panic when things fall apart. It means heaven is building something new. The foundation is shaking because a higher structure is being created. And when you pass this test, the same storm that tried to break you will become the wind that lifts you. You won't rise as who you were. You'll rise as who you were destined to become. Chosen one, you've been praying for answers. You've cried out in the dark, whispering, God, where are you? Why can't I feel you anymore? But all you've heard is silence. And that silence, it hurts. It makes you question if you did something wrong, if your prayers are being ignored, if heaven has turned its back on you. But hear this truth. That silence is not rejection. It's strategy. When a teacher is silent during a test, it's not because they've abandoned the student. It's because the test is in progress. And right now, you're in that sacred test. God hasn't gone quiet to punish you. He's watching how you respond when heaven doesn't clap back. He's asking, will you still trust me when I seem far away? Will you still walk in faith when you can't see the path? Will you keep your heart pure when the world tries to harden it? Because your reaction in the silence determines your elevation in the next season. This silence is a sacred filter. It's removing distractions, shedding false attachments, and disconnecting you from noise that doesn't serve your purpose. God is using this stillness to tune your spirit to a higher frequency, one that only the chosen can hear. You may feel alone, but you are surrounded by unseen forces, angels walking beside you, protecting your steps, recording your endurance. They're waiting for the moment you choose faith over fear, even when heaven feels quiet. When God goes silent, it means He's busy behind the curtain, rearranging timing, positioning people, opening doors that no eye has seen. He's not ignoring you. He's orchestrating your next miracle. So don't let the silence scare you. It's not the end. It's the divine pause before your breakthrough symphony begins. This silence is your sacred test of trust. And if you can endure it without losing faith, the sound that follows will be the roar of your destiny awakening. Because when heaven finally speaks again, the silence will have made you strong enough to hear your true calling. Chosen one. Every time you're on the verge of a divine breakthrough, darkness rises one last time. It's not a coincidence, it's a signal. When you're about to step into your next season, the enemy senses the shift before you even see it. That's why, suddenly, everything starts going wrong. People turn against you. Plans fall apart. Delays, betrayals, unexpected chaos, all at once. But listen, this isn't failure. It's confirmation. Because the enemy doesn't attack what isn't a threat. He only targets what carries divine power. And your light, chosen one, threatens the very foundation of darkness. You see, the closer you get to your miracle, the louder the resistance becomes. That's why life got harder right after you began to heal. That's why you felt attacked the moment you started to believe again. Your growth is breaking chains. Your awakening is shaking the realm of darkness. And so, the enemy tries one last time to distract you, discourage you, make you doubt your worth. But here's the truth. This battle is not here to defeat you. It's here to reveal how powerful you truly are. Because every time you refuse to give up, heaven takes notice. Every time you choose faith over fear, you rewrite your destiny. And every time you stand tall in the fire, the universe witnesses a soul that cannot be broken. The storm may roar, but storms can't drown what God has chosen to rise. You carry divine fire, the kind that turns pain into purpose and chaos into creation. So when life feels unbearable, remember, the resistance means the reward is near. When you feel like everything is falling apart, it's actually falling into divine alignment. Smile in the chaos. Breathe through the battle. Because this isn't your downfall, it's your promotion. You were chosen for this war because you were born with the power to win it. This isn't your ending, it's your elevation. Chosen one, faith isn't easy. It's not about smiling when life is perfect. It's about standing tall when your world feels like it's falling apart. Faith isn't born in comfort. It's forged in the fire. Right now, you're in a season where your faith is being refined, not destroyed, but purified. You may not realize it, but every unanswered prayer, every delay, every heartbreak is shaping you into something far greater than you can yet imagine. Faith is not believing when everything is easy. Faith is believing when everything screams impossible. The world says, "I'll believe it when I see it." But God says, "You'll see it when you believe it." This test you're facing right now, it isn't punishment, it's preparation. You're not losing, you're learning. You're not stuck, you're being strengthened. Because what's coming for you, chosen one, is not small, it's massive, it's divine, and the only key that can unlock it is faith. Faith that even in darkness, light still exists. Faith that God's timing is never off, it's perfect, precise, and always right on schedule. Faith that what's falling apart is simply clearing space for what's being built anew. Every single time you choose not to give up, heaven moves. Every time you pick hope over fear, angels draw closer to you. Every time you speak life into your situation, instead of surrendering to despair, the entire universe shifts its vibration to meet your faith. You have no idea how many miracles are waiting for your belief to align. Because faith isn't passive, it's power in motion. It's invisible energy, creating visible change. Your faith is your weapon. Your belief is your bridge. Your persistence is your proof that you're chosen. You're not fighting for victory. You're fighting from victory. The door is already yours. The key was placed in your spirit long before this test began. The only question is, will you keep believing long enough to turn it? Don't doubt now. You've come too far to stop here. The moment you're tempted to give up is often the exact second your miracle is taking form. Heaven is watching to see if you'll hold the line, because your faith is seconds away from unlocking everything you've prayed for. Hold on, chosen one. The shaking means the blessing is near. The delay means alignment is happening. The silence means the masterpiece is still being painted. Your test is almost over. And when this door opens, it won't just change your life. It will redefine your destiny. Chosen one, the time you've been praying for is finally here. The test wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to reveal you. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every moment that made you question your worth, it all had one purpose: to unlock the real you. You see, God never tests the weak. He tests the ones He intends to trust with something great. And you, chosen one, have proven yourself. Through every betrayal, you chose faith over revenge. Through every storm, you chose hope over despair. Through every season of silence, you still whispered, "God, I trust you." And heaven heard it all. Now the divine records are being opened. Your name, the one they overlooked, the one they counted out, is being highlighted in gold. The angels are preparing the stage of your breakthrough. And the same world that once saw you suffer in silence will soon witness your rise in glory. Because this is your reward portal. Doors that were locked tight for years are now unlocking on their own. The opportunities that ghosted you before are now searching for you. The same people who said, "You'll never make it," will have no choice but to say, "Only God could have done this." The waiting season is over. The reward season has begun. You're not just being blessed, you're being transformed. You're walking into divine alignment, where miracles happen naturally, where favor follows you, where your name is mentioned in rooms you've never entered. Because this new level isn't about survival, it's about legacy. You were chosen not to barely make it, but to carry light into dark places. You're stepping into a chapter where your story becomes someone else's hope. So as you walk through this golden portal, pause for a moment. Look back one last time, not with regret, but with gratitude, because everything that tried to break you, built you. Say goodbye to the old version of you, the one who doubted, the one who feared, the one who thought they weren't enough. That version has completed their mission. You have been reborn in wisdom, in strength, in divine favor. This is the moment where heaven whispers, "Well done." You didn't fail the test, you fulfilled it. You've shown heaven that your faith isn't conditional, it's eternal. You've proven that even in the darkness, you'll still walk by faith. Now, the reward begins to unfold, not just for you, but for everyone connected to your purpose. Your light will inspire nations, your blessings will ripple through generations, and your story will stand as proof that God always keeps His promise. You passed, you're ready. and your divine reward begins now. Chosen one, you've reached the end of the test. You didn't break when life got heavy. You didn't quit when everything fell apart. You kept believing, even when your faith was the only thing holding you together. And that's exactly why heaven chose you. Right now, the universe is shifting in your favor. Angels are moving behind the scenes. Every unanswered prayer, every hidden pain, it's all aligning into something divine. The same fire that once tried to destroy you has now become your power. You've proven that your faith is stronger than fear, that your light is brighter than darkness, and that no weapon formed against you can stop your destiny. So, as you walk through this next portal, walk with confidence. Walk knowing that you've passed the test that many couldn't survive. Walk knowing that everything lost will return multiplied. This is your season of divine restoration. This is your moment of public reward. Heaven saw your struggle, and now it's time for the world to see your rise. Don't hide your light anymore. Don't doubt your worth. You've been refined, chosen, and prepared for this very hour. Now say it out loud. I passed the test. My reward is here, because it's not just a phrase, it's a prophecy. And starting today, that prophecy is becoming your reality.